Hello my fellow weirdos and welcome to another speed build. I'm doing jazz hands as I say that. The reason I am doing jazz hands is because I am very excited to finally be able to bring this speed build to you. Okay, so let me tell you the story here. Back in 2020, Miss Unfortunate, who she used to make content, but she doesn't make content anymore. She was one of my favorite YouTubers slash Twitch streamers, and she held a collaboration slash contest. It was called YouTube of Horrors. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but basically we were supposed to make a scary video, and whoever made the scariest video, it was voted on, but whoever made the scariest video won. Now, I think it wasn't good for me because at the time I only had like maybe 100 subscribers on YouTube, so I wasn't very, I didn't have a lot of videos out. But anyways, I didn't win. No big deal. I kind of didn't really want to win anyway because you won like a pack or something. You won like an actual prize, and I didn't really want to win the prize. I just wanted to be in the contest. Anyway, so I built this haunted attraction that my ghost hunting group investigated in real life. We actually went to this building and investigated it. It was probably one of the most haunted places I have ever been in my life. It was crazy haunted. Like every time we went there, we got really good evidence. We even had a spirit there that would say hello to us, and he actually kind of joined our group. I don't know if that's if that really happened, but like everywhere we go now, we get this spirit. Like, so he like shows up at different places. So he kind of attached himself to our group, which is kind of cool. He seems like a protector spirit, so that's a good thing. But anyway, so yeah, this was one of the most haunted places we've ever been. I'm not going to tell you that much about the hauntings of it because I do have the video for the YouTube of Horrors thing that you can watch. If you watch that video, it's basically a walkthrough of the finished haunted house. And I go through and I tell you things that happened. I have EVPs. It's a really cool video. It's one of my favorite videos. It's my most watched video other than, the shorts. But go ahead and give that a watch. I'm going to link that at the end of this video and in the description below. I'm also going to, if I can, I recently did a short of like a speed walkthrough, which is really fun, but it's also, if you get motion sickness, it's really bad because it's first person going through the haunted house. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, but I also had a lot of trouble trying to get this speed build, or trying to get this build together. Like the roofs gave me so much trouble. It was so difficult to do all those roofs. I recorded 25 hours of video for this. Now, that's not including the missing parts, because there are 2 parts that I did not find. So, yeah, I condensed it all. It's 20 times speed. It came out to be 1 hour and 25 minutes, I think. And I took out a lot of, like, indecision with the roofing, trying to figure that out. There was a lot of building things and then destroying them, so I took all that out. I tried to make it a seamless video, but I tend to jump around a lot. Like, I'll find something, say, "Ooh, this will look good in that room," so I go and put it in there. But now, the reason why I say that some of the videos are missing, and the reason why I waited until now to do this video, is because I actually thought all of the videos were missing. Like, I did not realize that I had them still. I thought they were just gone. I couldn't find them anywhere. Well, it turns out that I saved them in OneDrive. And I was going through my computer and I'm like, what is this? Like, there's 25 gigs of something here. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is Homer Mill. This is like wow. It just like blew my mind that I still had this stuff. So I was so excited about it, because this is one of my most intensive builds I have ever done. It is a fully functioning, like fully walk-throughable haunted house attraction. It has a bar, it has a restaurant, there's a room for like the actors to rest in, there's a workshop room, you know, there's all kinds of stuff. I really tried to get it as accurately as I could. Now the only problem is, I think when we investigated, it was maybe 2008 or 2011. No, it had to be somewhere between 2008 and 2011. I think it might have been 2009 or so. I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember when we actually investigated. But we haven't been back since, and you'll find out the reason why in the other video. But, so my memory isn't the greatest between, you know, first of all, it's not the greatest at all. But trying to remember this is hard for me to remember, because the owner of this building also owns Jackson Underworld. So we investigated Jackson Underworld more than we did Homer Mill, so I kind of think some of the stuff that I remember is from Jackson. But I just tried to include, I mean, it's not like, you know, a perfect map of the haunted attraction, but I tried to include all the rooms that stood out to me the most. So the main rooms, like the one I'm working on right now, is actually the alligator pit. So there, he has, the owner has this alligator, and as you walk by, I don't remember if, I think the alligator bites at you, but you're walking across the bridge kind of drops a little bit and the alligator lunges. So I was doing that, but we don't have alligators, or at least I couldn't find one in The Sims, so I ended up using one of the kids' toys and turning it around so it's more like almost like a, what is that creature called? Demogorgon from Stranger Things, because it's got like tentacles coming at you. You'll see it right there. And so that was my alligator. And I tried to make it look as, it really, like, at the end of the video, you'll see pictures of the actual place compared to the thing. I really tried to make it look like a bayou or something. Like, that's what it looks like when you go through the haunt. So I tried to make it look as much like that as we can. There was also, let's see, there was the chain link fence room, which is the first room when you enter into the building. You go through the chain link fence room. It's on the other side of that. You can kind of see it when I spin the camera around. Yeah, you saw a little bit there. Oh, there's the break room for the downstairs people that are in the haunt. Now this thing I'm making here, it's actually just a hallway, but they have one of those tunnels that you walk through, and it spins, so when you walk through you get disorientated and like fall. So that's what I was kind of trying to recreate there. But it has that, it has the chain link fence room. Let's see, there's a funeral room, there's a poopy bathroom. There's a kitchen with all kinds of, in the original haunt it's cockroaches, but in this build I put spiders, because, you know, we don't really have cockroaches. But the weird part about that room, and I have not been able to like convey this, when you would walk through the cockroach room, I don't know what they put on the floor, but maybe it was like cornflakes or something, but as you walk through, like, it sounded like you were stepping, there's the poopy room, it sounded like you were stepping on cockroaches. It was so gross. But now this room gave me so much trouble, because when you transfer the house, or I think even when you leave the house, the poop disappears. So I pooped up that toilet and that bathtub like 3 times. Every time I turn around, the poop would be gone. I was so mad. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. So if you download this from the gallery, my gallery ID is Flower, FLOWUR. But I do have to warn you, if you download it from the gallery, you're going to have to poop up that toilet yourself, because it is a clean toilet when it comes from the gallery. So, yeah, so that's the cockroach kitchen, and it's just so gross walking through there. But there's one room in here that you'll see, and it's probably coming up, but I think it's further on. But it's basically a little kid's room, and it doesn't look all that scary until, like, they usually have I don't know if they call them scarers, I don't know. They have an actor in a crib, and she jumps out and like scares you. So I made like the baby room, and then I dressed the one girl as the little boy from It. So I call her the It girl. Like if you download the crew, she's It girl. What other room? Okay, so now I'm making the coffin room. This is I didn't do a bride and groom room, because they're in the haunt. There's like one room where you go through, and there's like a bride holding a groom's head. It's so gross, but it's so cool. Such an awesome haunt. If you live in Michigan, you should definitely try to check out Jackson's Underworld. It is amazing. And let's see. Now, I was trying to represent, there's like a certain thing they have sitting, one of the decorations, I guess you call it, sitting in the chair. I was trying to represent that with those little dolls, but it didn't work very well. Oh, I left that big space in there. Shame on me. Anyway, so yeah, there were a lot of mazes that I either fixed or I cut out or whatever. Oh yeah, I was listing the rooms. There is a clown room. I have like at the end you'll see pictures. This right here is a little office room, and it just always cracked me up, because it's like it's like someone just died at their office, and there's like a skeleton sitting there with cobwebs all over him, but I didn't put cobwebs there. I'm pooping up the bathroom again. I keep going like back and forth to that bathroom, because at one point I did move this from the original place I was building it to a bigger lot, because I needed a 64 by 64 to fit all the entire room in. Let's see, what other rooms do we have? There's another big space there. Well, I'm just gonna leave it in, because at this point I've been working on this for like 2 days. I don't even care that it's in there. So anyway, yeah, this is one of the coolest builds I've ever done. Definitely check out my other 2 videos. I know there was more stuff I wanted to tell you. There's the clown room, the beginning of the clown room. What other rooms? I know there's one room where there's a guy in the electric chair, and as you walk by, the electricity kicks on. And the owner has a Tesla coil, which I don't know if he uses it in the haunt or not, but I show that like up in the top of the mill part, which is like right at the very end of the walkthrough. It's like the kids project. I just made it bigger to like represent the Tesla coil that he has. There's the workshop right there. But I am gonna let you go here. Remember to stay to the end of the video, because there are pictures of the actual haunt, and I tried to compare, like put the like exact angle and everything, so you can compare the actual haunt to my build. Yeah, that's the room where they get to get dressed up for the haunt. Anyways, if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this one, and remember to always stay weird, because weirdos rule. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry if I talked a lot. Wow, I left a lot of stuff in that fog is so creepy. I don't know what weather that was that day, but it was so creepy pulling it out and seeing that fog. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye guys, see you next time. Oh, I don't remember if I said it, but remember to always stay weird, because weirdos rule. Bye!